What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Marketing Wednesdays. Today we're going to be talking about how you can start to blow away the competition with these 3 strategies for posting on Instagram. Okay, so I talked to a lot of you guys. Part of what we want you all to be doing is to be leveling up your social media game, because if you do that, you're going to do a better job of building your brand internally for your practice, right? And in conjunction, that helps us with your advertising campaign, because Facebook likes it when you are posting engaging content and people are interacting with it, right? And therefore it makes your advertising a lot more inexpensive, and it makes your advertising dollars go even further. So today we're going to be talking about how you can start crushing it with these 3 posting strategies on Instagram, so you can blow away the competition, you can acquire more patients in your practice, and you can take your practice to the next level. So let's go into number 1. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is to be posting more often. I want to encourage you guys, because and this even happens to me a lot of the times, we get stuck in our heads and we hold ourselves back from posting either a video or a picture or whatever, because we feel maybe that it isn't to the best of quality that we would want, or we see other people doing something else and it looks really good, and maybe we're not at that same level of quality, and so therefore we hold ourselves back. But I want to let you know that this is just a frame of thinking that needs to be changed, because quality over quantity is a myth, okay? Actually, quantity breeds quality. The more that you do it, the more that you begin to post and put yourself out there more, you are going to get better over time, okay? And actually, especially on social media, authenticity plays a very important role in what you're posting and what you are, putting out there in the marketplace. And people actually a lot of the times tend to value some of the things that maybe don't look as super high quality, but that are more authentic in nature. So don't be, don't fall into this trap where everything needs to be 100% spot on. If you put content that showcases more of your personality and even seems a little bit more homemade, that is okay, because you are on social media and you have to take the context of the platform into consideration. So that is very important. Don't be afraid to post things that are more authentic in nature and maybe are not super high quality. You're going to get better by doing. And so you have to be okay with the fact that maybe it's not going to be the best. I've heard people say you have to be okay with the idea that when you first start, you're going to suck. Right? Unfortunately, right? And we have to just get over that. And I'm talking to myself right now too, because you are going to get better over time, and quantity is actually better than quality. From this standpoint, right? So posting more often will help you make better content as is, and you cannot make your 50th post, story, or video without making your first, right? So you have to keep putting more content out there, and as you keep doing it, as you keep putting more stuff out there, you're going to start to see that your quality will increase just by a default, because now you've just gotten in that groove, and as you're just getting better with experience. Okay, so number 1, post often. Number 2 is don't be afraid to get personal. I talked about the authenticity, right? So document more of the funny and lighthearted moments in your office. Now, this is actually very important, and it's actually very strategic from you as well, because over 60% of patients have anxiety about visiting a dental practice, whether it's the dentist or the ortho, right? People are just afraid to go visit. Like, even me personally, I don't like going to the dentist. Like, I just always had this fear from a child, and I can't stand the sound of that drill bit. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, oh my God, it just gets me every single time. And so the more that people see that you are lighthearted, people see your bedside manner, that you are a fun and caring place that people can go and visit, and that they leave with a smile on their face, the more people see that from your social media content, the more attractive your practice is going to become. So don't be afraid to get personal, be authentic, and to post things that are funny, things that are lighthearted. I do see a lot of ortho practices doing a really good job of this on TikTok, and then they've actually translated that into their other social media like Instagram and Facebook, so on and so forth. So breaking that tension can ease any anxiety your patients might have by actually posting more of that funny content, that, you know, something that's more lighthearted or educational in nature. So again, number 2 is a short one, but don't be afraid to get personal, okay? And number 3 is involve your team in the content creation. So we understand that obviously putting content on social media takes time and it takes effort. And a lot of the times, if you are trying to take it upon yourself, it can be very hard to come up with ideas. And again, like I said earlier, to get out of your head when it comes to putting more content out there. So one of the best things that you can do, especially if you have younger staff that is maybe more digital oriented, that is more social media oriented, right? Get them involved in the process, right? Involve your team, because that is going to give you an edge, and it's going to show more of the company culture that you have built within your practice, that's going to make it more attractive for your patients, right? So involve them in every single step of the process, on the ideas, on production, on editing, on posting, right? You can help, ask them for help, and it's actually going to be a team effort, which is going to make everything perform a lot better, okay? Now, in addition to that, if they're hesitant, encourage them and build them up, right? Get them excited as to why they're doing this, give them the overall reasoning, and get them on the same page, because that is going to build momentum in your practice, and it's going to get them excited. And so they can get involved in a bunch of different aspects, right? They can, enable them. This is going to enable them to take more work off your plate, right? It's going to enable them to build relationships with their clients as well, because they're seeing them on social media. And then once they come in, they already feel like they know them, which is what you're trying to accomplish with social media and video. And then it enables them to just get better by doing, right? So not being afraid to try it, and to maybe even fail if you want to, per se, right? Because again, like, some of those videos that you think are maybe like the worst video that you've ever done, a lot of the times end up being one of the best videos, like, that get a lot of likes, that get a lot of shares, like, and that people just are engaged with. So don't be afraid, again, to put out that content, and to encourage your staff to put out more of that content as well with you. So it's just an easier workload overall, right? So we're already, and part of what we're trying to do is that we're trying to make it easier for you and your staff to bring new patients in, right? Confirming appointments, different things like that. So they should already have more time on their schedule, hopefully. And this, a lot of that time can be leveraged in them doing some of these social media things, which is overall going to help your practice. All right. So number 1, post often. Don't be afraid to just, post some of those content that maybe is not perfect, but still speaks to the authenticity and to the company culture. Get personal, number 2. And number 3, involve your team in the content creation, guys. So, hopefully you have found this helpful. Does your staff currently participate in creating Instagram or social media content? If they do, comment below and tell the rest of the group what it is that they're doing to make that easier for you. We'd love for you to share your ideas and what it is you guys do to make that process easier for you all, so that, again, everybody can just build each other up, right? So in the next coming weeks, we're going to be diving more into videos and how you can be crushing it with video marketing. So make sure to stick around and watch the videos that are going to be coming up in the next few weeks, okay? All right, hopefully you found this content useful and insightful. If you have any questions or any issues, please comment below, and we'll talk to you all or see you all soon. Bye-bye.